Hi, everyone. Guess what? It's time for another What's New Wednesday. We haven't been around in a little while because everybody got busy.
Really busy.
But Julie was just telling me that somebody went up to her in the grocery store and wondered where they were. So
Yes.
here
Grocery store, Walmart, everywhere.
Well, here we are.
Here we are.
So I'm Ann behind the camera. That's Julie Madlin, who directs this museum here. And we've got Julie Degon over there, who is working busily on a project that Julie's going to tell us more about today.
Right. So the Historic Preservation Commission has decided to revive the Heritage House program.
Ooh.
Yes. So back in the 90s, you could put your house on the Heritage House program. You filled out an application, and then City Council would approve it. And there are about 60 buildings that are on that local Heritage House list.
Okay. Now, if people are watching, they might be wondering, is there a difference between the local designation of Heritage House and maybe the National Register of Historic Places?
Yes, this is local. Okay. So we're only talking about Ogdensburg here. The national one is a bit more difficult. You have to do a little bit more research, a lot more research probably, and the state would also be more research. But this is like just our local designation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so how many homes are already on our local designation?
So we have 60.
60.
Yes.
And so people probably are wondering, well, maybe my neighbor's house is on here, but mine isn't. So was there a specific process?
Right. So I've gotten a lot of questions about that. And in order to be on the local Heritage House list, there's an application.
Okay.
But it's not too horrible.
Oh, that looks pretty easy.
So you've got a front page and you have a back page.
Okay.
Not too horrible.
And what are the sorts of questions that you're asking people to answer?
So we would want to know how old your house is, what architectural type it is. And what's really cool is Ogdensburg has a lot of architectural types. And so Julie's little project here is I found a survey that was done back in 2009 of a whole bunch of different buildings in Ogdensburg. And what was really neat is the number of different architectural styles we have in the city. And that's because Ogdensburg, as everybody knows, was a hopping place. You know, there was a lot of money here, and there are a lot of different types of houses.
Oh, that's great.
And when you apply for this, you don't have to live in a big mansion. Okay, this is for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a sort of time frame that you're looking for? Like, should your house have been built before a certain time?
Yeah, the house should be at least 100 years old.
Oh, okay.
Which in Ogdensburg, that's kind of a no-brainer. Most of our houses are 100 years old. At least 100 years old.
Okay.
So chances are your house is over 100 years old.
So where would somebody find this information if they don't really know?
So you should have an abstract or deed for your house. There's a lot of information in that.
Okay.
There's also city directories and a lot of other areas where you're going to be able to find information. And we're actually going to have a little workshop at the Ogdensburg Public Library. We haven't got the date set because all of us have been like super busy. But there will be a date, and we'll advertise it so that people will be able to come and we can help you. And if you take the application, you can pick it up here at the museum, or you can go to City Hall. It's also online on the city's website. And, you start it and you're like, oh man, I'm stuck on this question. Well, that's what we're here for. So
that's great.
Bring it to us and we can help you with that.
And, they can come in person when the museum is open, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. And Julie has already started her application. And Julie, what did you think?
It's pretty easy.
Yeah. So it's not horrible. It's not a horrible process. And on these inventory forms, this might help us too, because maybe when they did the survey back in 2009, they looked at your house. We don't know. So we have a whole bunch of these that Julie's organizing right now. and we'll be able to refer back to those as well, because your house might be already inventoried.
Boy, that would be nice.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
And what I like about these is it tells us the address, when it was built, or around when it was built, what materials were used. And then if we go to the next page, it shows us the architectural style and whether it should be a local designation or even a national register.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is really neat.
So you're looking at the Ogdensburg pumping station.
Yes, the old pump house.
Okay, and it says that it's on the National Register of Historic Places.
It is. It is.
Wow.
So this just happens to be one that the city owns, but there are a lot of most of these are private houses. And your house might already be a heritage house and you don't even know it. So you can always contact us to see if it's already on that list.
So is there any kind of special significance to being on the Heritage House list?
Definitely community pride. We've got a lot of really nice houses in the city, and I think we need to focus on that. And a lot of history and a lot of architecture. We're very unique. And we were just talking about this because we found one of these forms, and I bet you guys have seen these. You probably walked over them a million times. Bronze sidewalk letters.
Aw. At various corners,
At various corners in the city. You probably walked past them a million times, but you don't find that in other cities. I've been a lot of places and you don't find that. And these people doing the survey were just loved them. And they think that they should be a locally designated historic something or other.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's really neat.
That is neat. And look at, they even
listed
cataloged,
them. Yeah, it's really neat.
where they found them.
So now when you're walking around the city, if you happen to see these, you know how unique they are.
Yeah. I'd love to know more about the origin of those street names in bronze.
I would too. I really need to do some research on that because I just think it's very unique and really kind of cool. So we have a lot of really unique architecture and history in the city, and I just think we need to do more to promote that. And I think doing the Heritage House program is a great first step in doing that.
Aw. Yeah, I think you're right. And this could be the start of numerous conversations if people have discovered things in their homes that actually tell more about the history.
Absolutely.
Maybe they could share some of these things. And
we could do a really nice brochure highlighting some of our homes. And just remember, you don't have to live in a grand mansion. That's not the focus of it.
it's just enriching Ogdensburg's understanding of its own history.
Absolutely, absolutely. And all those different architectural styles is what makes us so interesting.
I think that's terrific.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so how are you coming over there, Julie?
Well, I'm coming if the hole punch would cooperate.
She's been working really hard. I'm going to have to double her pay.
We have a few people who are watching us live today, and Sue Cutway just said, "Hello, ladies."
Hi, Sue.
Well, I think that's wonderful. Are there any other things that you want to let us know about?
Oh, yes, we have on March 23rd. We have a workshop, a genealogy workshop with Dale Sheldon, and Dale has many, many years of working with genealogy, and he's going to be showing us how to trace our World War II relatives.
Oh.
Yes, using free resources. So that is March 23rd, right here at the museum at 12 o'clock.
Okay.
Yes.
And past event, I saw that you were you were dressed up as
I was Sally James Farnham, which was really fun.
Sally James
Yes,
Farnham.
yes. And we had a really good turnout for that. That's also online. If you missed it, it's on YouTube. You can go to YouTube.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we're
'cause-
starting to record more things.
Oh, that's very helpful.
Yeah, in case people can't come. Yeah.
But you had a good turnout for that.
We did. We had a really great turnout for that. It was really fun.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so Tackleberry is watching and he says, can you post a link to the online application?
Yes, I will do that. I think I did it once, but I will do that again.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Great question.
Yes, thank you.
Let's see, anything else we want to mention? I mean, I've seen you in local media, Julie, because of your visit to a local classroom
Oh, yes,
portraying someone else.
I was Lavinia York not too long ago. I had a ball going into Emma Ladisser's 7th grade classes. So if anybody wants me in their classroom, let me know. Call me. I love doing that kind of stuff. And, old retired teacher, I can't get it out of my blood. So I would love to come in. So.
Well, we're really fortunate that you're here lending all your expertise and energy to all these amazing projects. So thanks once again, Julie.
Yeah, thanks to our volunteers too, because none of this is possible without good volunteers, great volunteers.
Is that an implication that maybe you'd like some more volunteers?
We always like volunteers.
Okay.
The other day we had people here just getting everything set up for the 10 Courageous Women, and then breaking everything down. We had people who were baking cookies. We had people making lemonade and serving people. I mean, there's just so many different things. Julie's doing hole punching today and getting this all organized. We always have things for people to do. So.
Well, you heard it here, folks.
And my sister-in-law comes in. She volunteers quite regularly, and she's the cleaning machine. So I just let her go. I try to stay out of her way.
And then another thing too that I've especially enjoyed is when people drop in and they share their stories.
Yes.
That is so fun.
Yes. And Anne does a lot of writing for us, which is great. So she's really good at getting the stories out for us. So, I mean, everybody has different talents, and we're always looking for people to help out. So.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again, Julie, for another really interesting What's New Wednesday. And you've given people some places where they can go, they can drop in, they can maybe look for that link to the online application. I know you've posted about the Heritage House program, so I bet you're going to get more information coming in.
I hope so. And I've had a lot of people say, why isn't my house on there? This is why.
Okay.
You got to fill out this piece of paper.
And it doesn't look too onerous.
It's not too horrible, I promise.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks very much to Julie and and for all of you folks who tuned in live. And Tackleberry says he's going to fill one out for Claire House. All right. There's your first one.
All right.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.